very good. Okay, very good.
Good morning and welcome to another episode of Hard Factor. It is Thursday, January 14th, 2021, episode number 602. So just keeping the episode count going. One more above
That's 600. My lucky number.
602?
Yeah.
Oh, I got to check the Mega Millions. Did I win? Am I a winner?
Do you think anybody has a
Nobody won.
three-digit? Nobody won? That's
well, it's
good.
not at the time of this recording. It's not 11 p.m.
No, Powerball is tonight. Mega
Right.
Millions was,
But it hasn't happened yet. Right.
He was talking about Mega Millions.
Still.
Well, they're
Oh,
still
no
both
one.
up there.
No. So Mega Millions is at 750 million now. No
Yeah.
one won.
Yeah.
No one won yesterday, Pat.
Right.
Yeah, they're still up there. Do you
Yeah.
think anybody has a three-digit favorite number? Like,
No, that
oh,
was
my
the
lucky
joke.
number.
Yeah, Satanists.
Yeah.
That was the joke. Well,
Oh, right. The triple sixes. Hey, speaking of stuff that's happening, the NHL is back because the Capitals are playing today. So there were some games last night, but it was just like, Pittsburgh, stuff like that. The Nets, they're going to be a lot better now that they have James Harden. So that's good.
why didn't the Thunder just keep all those guys, huh? Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook. Now, James Harden and Kevin Durant are going to win like a couple championships.
Silly in hindsight,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
You should get into team management, sports marketing. What was the major? Kinesiology. Right.
Mm-hmm. I want to thank Mark for sending my whole family Adidas tracksuits. If you want to check out youtube.com/Hard Factor News, I feel like I'm looking pretty slick. I've got it for the whole family, the baby that's on the way, including
Fuck
us.
yeah, bro.
That's awesome.
You do look good, but I want to see the baby in the tracksuit.
Yeah, me too. I'm pretty excited. I think that, you basically, Mark, your holiday present to us is going to eventually become a good present to everybody else because it'll result in a family-wide tracksuit photo shoot. So.
Exactly. That was kind of the plan. Plus, we wanted your wife to feel comfortable, in around after leaving the hospital, whatever. Like a tracksuit's just a comfortable thing,
Well, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it out here.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. We've got one story everybody's heard of and a bunch they probably haven't. Anything else before we get going, fellas? Anything else?
Patreon.com/hardfactor is pretty lit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Get in there.
Yeah.
Get in there.
Discord's on fire, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, the Discord chat's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Lots of
It
crazy
is.
shit. Lots of crazy shit popping off in there. All right. Let's get it going. I'm going first, and it's the story was coming today. Impeachment 2.0. It is official. Donald J. Trump is the most impeached president in U.S. history, and it only took him one term to do it. He has now been impeached twice by the House of Representatives. The House of Reps voted 232 to 197 that he would be impeached on the single article of inciting an insurrection. So, again, that is
Very graphic.
232. Yep, that was a picture from my phone watching C-SPAN, and the vote hadn't even really been totally finished yet.
Wes and I
Awesome.
got hosed.
Yeah.
I lost some cash too. Big time.
Yeah.
But, yeah, well, Pat, you were in the high market, right? 249
Because
plus.
I figured Mitch McConnell came out and was like, "I'm done with Trump," and I figured that would lead a lot more.
I don't know.
Republicans
I think that those quotes are being way overblown based on what I've seen.
Well, the reports I was
Researching.
seeing is that the reason that some House members that are Republicans said we didn't vote yes because we were getting death threats and we were afraid, which is
Yeah,
if that's
I
true,
saw that.
weak as fuck.
I heard that too. But Wes and I missed by one vote. We had 233 to 236 at like a really good odds, and that was 232. Oof, that's
That's
tough.
a bad
Predicted.
beat.
Yeah,
Needed one more traitor.
yeah.
That's a bad beat.
One more traitor. Well, those death threats screwed us. Yeah, really, we got the death.
Well,
threats.
I don't know if it was the death threats or if it was historical precedent, because with the 10 Republicans who did vote to impeach Trump, that is the most bipartisan impeachment vote of all time, doubling the 5 votes that Clinton got from the Dems in 1998. So the 10 Republican reps that did vote to impeach Trump are John Katkow in New York, Liz Cheney in Wyoming, Adam Kinzinger in Illinois, Fred Upton in Michigan, Jamie Herrera Butler in Washington, Butler, Dan Newhouse in Washington, Peter Meyer in Michigan, Tom Rice in South Carolina, Anthony Gonzalez in Ohio, and David Valdano in California.
Yeah, I want to point out. I think it's about job security because you notice none of them that were from the deep South voted for it, where they might
Right.
get
You look
booted
at
out
the
of-
states. Yeah.
yeah.
They're blue states for the most, besides South Carolina, Wes, and Ohio.
Yeah, that's South Carolina, Ohio, the
And
exceptions.
none of them
but-
were like
yeah.
90 and retiring.
Well, and
I-
Liz Cheney, Wyoming, too. So those are the three. But
Well, I'd like to applaud you on your research there because you learn something every day. I didn't know how many people did that to Bill Clinton on the opposite side of the
Yeah,
aisle.
so this
or
is the
same
most-
side of the aisle. Same
this-
side of the aisle. Yeah.
It may seem like a little 10,
Yeah.
but it's actually a shitload historically. There was a lot of good arguments from the 197 Republicans who voted no about the lack of due process because most impeachments take weeks and weeks. This one lasted 8 hours. So, like, I guess that's a pretty, decent argument against why you might vote no. But some other reps went a different route, like Matt Gaetz and Lauren Boebert. I'm not sure. She's a freshman. Bubba, can we roll the clip?
What about the gentlewoman from New York who defended the looting by saying looters just wanted loaves of bread? Well, the last I checked, Best Buy and Teslas and stores of the like do not produce baked goods. Where's the accountability for the left after encouraging and normalizing violence? Rather than actually helping American people in this time, we start impeachments that further divide our country. I call bullcrap when I hear the Democrats demanding unity. Sad.
So you got to think about it. Think about back. Hold on.
Why?
Right. Wait.
Why?
You got to hear her out. If Teslas and Best Buys did make free bread and give free food to everybody, deliver it, and breaking into the Capitol did give you magical freedom powers to change the results of the election, maybe this all wouldn't be a big deal, like she's saying.
Wow.
So
No,
I'm gonna try.
that's-
I'm gonna try to do this as least sexistly as possible. But she's basically the AOC of the right, right? She's a freshman. She's hot. She's extreme. And yeah, I think that she.
I think she was going-
She's just the AOC of the right in my
the
mind.
free bread thing makes a lot of sense.
But that's
It
my
does.
thing. Like, why would you take the time to like
You don't
bring
get
it?
it?
Like, I'm going to base my whole.
She also
argument
used to.
on
Isn't she the
one
restaurant owner?
thing
Sorry.
one person said once, and that's my whole argument with the bread thing. And then she was also like, "We call bullcrap," which is like that was the Stoneman Douglas chick who was an anti-gun rights activist, and this chick is a pro-gun rights activist. She implored the Stoneman Douglas.
Taking it back. Also standing up for Teslas. If you notice that. She did not stand for people defacing Teslas. That's very important. What comes next? Trump immediately released a taped video where he pleaded with his followers to be peaceful and said that no true follower of his would ever disrespect police or the flag, which video evidence from last week doesn't seem to jive with. But is that plea with his followers enough to avoid the incitement of insurrection charge conviction in the Senate? Because the trial is going to start. Cocaine Mitch says it's not going to start before January 19th. Schumer, who's going to take over, basically leadership in the Senate once Harris and Biden come in, he says he wants to start it as soon as he can, either the 19th or sooner if Mitch were to go for it. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, it takes 2/3 to convict in the Senate.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a conviction.
It seems long odds to me too.
I mean, I think right. What Wes you said earlier, right? It's like let's not pretend that these Congress people who are Republicans that voted nay were voting with their opinion. They weren't. They were voting out of fear, either from death threats or losing their power. Right.
Yeah.
Not getting elected. So there's just no fucking way. There's no way they'd shoot themselves in the face.
I would say again, and certainly not trying to will this into existence whatsoever, but as long as nothing happens this weekend, yes, I don't think there's any conviction.
It seems like the pleading to not have any more violence is a big part of wanting this trial to go good. But the question really, since he's going to be out of office anyways when the trial goes down. By the way, star attorney Rudy Giuliani may be the defending attorney for Trump. But
please, God.
Hopefully so. Hopefully so with the drawn on hair. But the big question is he going to be barred from running again? Because, as part of a impeachment trial, if he is convicted, then you vote, can he not run again? And it only is a simple majority for that to go through. Now, could you have that vote even if he's acquitted? uncharted waters. Also, 14th Amendment is only a simple majority in both the House and the Senate, and that is basically saying anybody who is involved in rebellion or insurrection against the government can't hold office again. And so Congress could move to, go for the 14th Amendment, enact, I think, Section 3 of that against Trump. To see just with a simple majority.
Okay. So what you're saying is we're going to have Trump news all of 2021. Okay.
Correct. Yeah. There's a lot of ways to prevent Trump from running again. Constitutional scholars say we're in uncharted waters. Only Cocaine Mitch knows for sure how the Senate vote is going to play out in the impeachment trial, but he has not said yet. That's where we're at.
Yeah. I mean, the storming of the Capitol is fucked up, but it's not like he led like an organized army up there and fucking, the insurrection thing is
right.
Oh,
it's
a
little
would have happened if he didn't do what he did.
I said it was wrong, Pat. No, I don't think it would have happened,
No.
but I don't think I don't think he proposed an actual fucking threat of overthrowing anything.
Was it a legit insurrection is the question.
I think it's going to play out
probably.
exactly how it probably should. He got impeached again, which is hilarious, and he should have, and he's probably not going to get convicted. There he is. There he is in the peach.
But you know what I want to see is him hold the record for impeachments, and also Pelosi hold the record for impeachments that didn't get convictions, because I feel like both of them deserve that award. They
have a lot of similarities, right? They're
fitting place in
they're like
history for both of
Antifa
them.
and MAGA patriots.
Yeah.
A lot in common. These people, they just all need to get in a room together.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, guys. Well, maybe if everyone up there in Congress had something to spice up their lives, they wouldn't be so damn dramatic all the time. Speaking of, this episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Guys, remember the days when you were always ready to go? Now you can increase your performance and get that extra confidence in bed. Listen up, bluechew.com. That's blue, B-L-U-E, like the color blue. Blue Chew brings you the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. You can take them anytime, day or night, even on a full stomach, so they can be ready whenever an opportunity arises. If you could benefit from more confidence where it counts, Blue Chew is the fast and easy way to enhance your performance. I've literally almost offended myself with my own penis thanks to Blue Chew's simply incredible results. Blue Chew is prescribed online by licensed physicians, so you don't have to go to the doctor's office or wait in line at the pharmacy, and it ships right to your door in a discreet package.
This thing's almost too hard.
Yeah,
It's the whole process is
sorry.
The whole process is easier than mailing a letter.
Right. Yeah.
Literally.
And way
Sexy letter. Yeah.
And they're made in the USA, and since Blue Chew prepares and ships direct, they're cheaper than a pharmacy. No awkwardness. You don't have to leave the house. Right now, we've got a special deal for you guys. Visit bluechew.com and get your first shipment free when you use our special promo code HARDFACTOR. Just pay $5 shipping. Again, that's BLUE chew.com, promo code HARDFACTOR to try it free. And speaking of sex and penises, guys, I don't know about you, but I've often wondered what sex was like between two Neanderthals. Was it hot? Was it dangerous?
Stinky.
Yeah. How does it sound? Yeah. How big of a room could the smell clear?
I got a movie for you if that's the case.
What's that?
What
look
movie?
The name of it. It's that fucking movie. It's like a Swedish movie where the woman's like a Neanderthal and there's like
There's a
total
sex
Neanderthal bang. Oh, so much sex scene. I'll find the name of it.
Is she actually a Neanderthal, or is she just really big?
No, like that's what it is. Like
See, is that art though? Or is that just a Neanderthal porn? It seems to me like that's just cosplay.
It's a Neanderthal porn. Brokeback Mountain? No.
Oh, nice, Bubba.
That's not appropriate.
Jesus. I got to stop reading everything Bubba puts up.
Yeah. That was like Anchorman. And go fuck yourself, San Diego.
Yeah. Wes is ugly. So let's see. So, we don't have to wonder anymore because, to my surprise, there are thousands of scientific studies on the mating habits of the Neanderthal and how their vaginas and penises were. Neanderthals lived between 40,000 and 130,000 years ago, and Neanderthal DNA can be found in everyone alive today. One thing that we know about Neanderthals is they loved inbreeding. One cave found
That was like their thing.
They loved it. Well, they just
preferred it.
They didn't care. They didn't care who you
This
were.
took a turn.
Way more convenient.
Yeah.
Way more
Right,
convenient.
didn't have to leave the house. The
Right.
cave. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as chilly. So one cave found in Spain, which consisted of around 13 Neanderthals, showed signs that the group suffered from fucked up kneecaps and spines and baby teeth that stayed in their mouths after childhood. So it was like West Virginia in that cave.
Oh,
it
there
was
it
also-
is. There it is.
Yeah. It was also found that early human males loved that Neanderthal pussy. So much so that they literally fucked the Neanderthal genes off the face of the earth. From the article, quote, so often, in fact, that as Neanderthal numbers dwindled towards the end of their existence, their Y chromosomes may have gone extinct and have been replaced entirely with our own because we just fucked evolutionary fucked it out.
So humans like
Humans were fucking Neanderthals.
Into
Male,
it,
the
yeah.
first like form of male human was fucking female Neanderthals. all
he was
over the
Mr.
place.
Steal Your Girl.
What
Yeah.
do you think was better, discovering fire or how to have sex from the Neanderthals?
I think
What was the best invention?
Fire,
Well, you know,
fire
The
led to more
wheel,
sex.
Right.
The wheel, fire, or
Well,
sex?
the guys had the fire. That's the thing. They had the fire. The Neanderthal men didn't. So then they just started banging everybody.
Right.
They had the human women, the Neanderthal women. Everybody needed the fire. So.
Yeah, you know
Bring
that.
it back. Think
Yeah.
think about if incels had an option that weren't human women. Like, there'd be
Neanderthals.
so much more peace in this world if the losers
Well,
who get super frustrated because they can't bang.
Isn't
and
this
they
an
shoot
argument for
school-
prostitution?
Well,
to just
well,
be
no,
legal?
You guys are missing it. We've covered it a billion times. It's like really, really realistic dolls.
Huh?
Like sex dolls that are like basically very realistic.
Yeah,
Right.
That's what solves that. Yeah.
Oh, you
Movie
think
called
so?
Border.
The robot.
They are bringing it
evolution.
back. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check out the movie Border. There's a hell of a Neanderthal.
No,
scene.
thank you.
Border. All right, I'll check it out. Finally, scientists believe that male Neanderthals might have been monogamous. They might have been fucking their sister, but they're only fucking their sister due to the lack of penis spines, which are tiny barbs on penises, like in primates, like in chimpanzees, that clean out the sperm of other males during sex and are prevalent in species that are promiscuous, where males compete to impregnate as many females as possible.
Does that mean if you dip your pen in not company ink, you get like infected or it hurts or I don't understand?
No, it means like if you have spines, these little barbs on your penis, if you fuck a female, you're at the same time cleaning out the other guy's sperm, so you have a better chance of.
They
your
didn't
sperm
have the
getting it.
spines.
They didn't have the spines. They had smooth penises like us.
Yeah, smooth penises. So they're deducing that they may have been monogamous.
Right.
They're not. They're not. They're not programmed to fuck everything.
Exactly. So, yeah, just a little walk down the sex life of a Neanderthal.
What brought this story up? Well,
Just an article I found. It was
Okay.
interesting. Yeah.
Where?
BBC.
Nice.
BBC.
So
Okay.
we were just like, well, humans were always going to outfuck the Neanderthals with the smooth penises.
Exactly. And
I
fire.
mean,
like
So
Neanderthal
smooth
women's to a
penises,
fire.
fire, and
then understanding that you could have sex with not your sister as well, other people, right? Like
Yeah.
that,
I hope you have
the
a lot of
brain, the smooth penis, the whole
Yeah.
nine. Really,
total package.
Yeah.
Really makes you wonder: were there aliens involved?
Okay, moving on.
You know,
What would you do if you were facing multiple charges related to the sale and possession of cocaine and heroin? What would you guys do?
Run.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, you have three options.
I'd run.
One is flee the country.
Mhm.
2 is bite the arm belt and just take your medicine. And 3 is pray for some sort of international disaster that somehow makes it go away. I'm personally a 1 guy, which is why I always have my passport on me and have a number of fake social media accounts where I've developed a network of friends in non-extradition countries under the name Johan. But if you don't have a passport or are into jail time, option 3 is best for you. And that's exactly what one couple from New York did. In a way, they got their wish that it would all go away. Guys, in September 2020, Devin Lewis faced multiple hardcore drug charges in Suffolk County and was headed for a court date that would almost certainly lead him to not being able to sell heroin anymore. So he took advantage of the international disaster that is COVID-19, and he presented a photo of a positive COVID test that purportedly belonged to his lady, Blair McDermott, delaying his impending doom. So
Genius.
Good
it's
move.
pretty genius, right? That bought him a month. The following month, he was due back in court, and his lawyer told the judge that his lady Blair had tested positive again. And they were quarantining at their apartment in Manhattan, delaying the trial another month. What the court didn't know that there was no positive test. The couple was augmenting the tests to show positive results. And instead of quarantining, they were jaunting all over the tri-state area on
selling heroin.
Yeah, they hoped was a perpetual snow day. They were just staying at casinos and probably gambling like their money was soon going to be worthless. They were just living.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you'd
That's
be
awesome.
spending, yeah.
But that's such a good move because, like, you know, COVID's like kind of like so new, so everyone's kind of still figuring it out. Like, including
Well,
the courts.
everybody got out of
Yeah.
shit because of COVID. Like,
Right.
got out of jail. So,
But I mean, like, you can be like, I mean,
lot
I
of
can
people.
come in. I can come into court if you want. I got this positive test, but I can come in. And they're like,
right.
Yeah. Well, the judge in this case,
Manafort, Stone, these people.
yeah, he thought that either Lady Blair was a COVID magnet or he was being had. So he launched an investigation and busted the couple by analyzing cell phone data, seeing that they were just visiting every casino under the sun. And the couple got slapped with 2 felonies to add to their 12 existing drug charges that are due, and they're due in court this month. That is, if they somehow don't mysteriously get COVID. Am I right?
well, ironically, they probably have it now because they were in all those
Yeah.
casinos, like
Yeah,
partying.
probably. Yeah.
How do you not get a burner phone for that situation?
You're just trying to delay the inevitable, I guess. Yeah, but it's,
They're
it's
heroin
like,
dealers, Wes. They're not rocket science.
Exactly,
Scientists.
yeah.
Like, yeah,
they're richer than us, so that's for sure.
that's true.
Well, no, I mean, now their
Makes you
money's an impound, unfortunately for them.
Yeah.
All right.
It's gonna
Okay.
sit in a box somewhere.
Well, guys, I have probably the best story of 2021, excluding a live showing of Ted Lasso season 2 later this year, which we're doing. Do you guys remember the Montecito, California mudslide of 2018 that killed 23 people?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Stick
think
with
so,
stick
yeah.
with me. I know that's a weird start to a feel good story. It turns out one of the people that died was a pedophile.
Oh,
Really?
Good.
That's the story. It was the original writer of Cuties.
Oh
No.
No, I'm just kidding. None of that's true. None of that's true. None of that's true.
None of it at all?
No, well, the mudslide happened.
the
23
dead
people died.
people, yeah.
What is true about that is that Patches, the calico cat, who was thought to have been a victim of the deadly mudslide that took place on January 9th, 2018, she turned up at the Animal
nice.
Shelter Assistance Program in Santa Barbara County 3 years later. Unbelievable, really. The reason they thought she was dead was because her owner, Josie Gower, did die in the landslide.
Well, and the cat was gone for 3 years. So
Yeah.
Was she holding the cat? What did it like?
Well, I'm
hit
trying
her?
this new deadpan thing. I figured you guys were like expecting me to say she was reunited with her owner, but then I hit you with she's dead because she is.
Well, it's just
so it's
terrible.
not great. Yeah, so far it's not so feel good, right? The cat's dead, the cat's alive, but everyone else is dead.
I'm very confused.
There wasn't
about
even a
this-
pedophile.
this
It was,
strategy in the telling of this story.
I'm just fucking with you. Yeah. All right, but wait. So follow me. There's 23 dead in the landslide, 2018. The cat was thought to be dead because her owner's dead. She was found at the ASAP. But wait, double swerve. Josie Gower's partner, Norm Borgatello, great last name, by the way, is not dead. And he was reunited with Patches on New Year's Eve, guys. Bubba, show the post from ASAP Santa Barbara's Facebook page, please. The post says, Patches disappeared the night of the Montecito debris flow in January 2018, a devastation that our community will never forget. So when a stray calico was brought to our ASAP in December 2020, it was a shock to discover upon scanning her microchip that she was in fact the long-lost Patches. Though we don't know exactly what she's been doing with her life for the past 3 years, we can see that both Patches and Norm are thrilled to be reunited. We are so grateful that with the support of our amazing community, not only are we able to save lives, but we are often able to help these special reunions happen, as we see time and time again. A lost cat with a microchip has a much greater chance of being reunited with their family, no matter how long they've been separated. Get your pets microchipped. So you see, it actually is an incredible story. I tried to keep you on your toes a few times, but it's a tearjerker for sure. It's an awesome fucking story. You guys like it?
Yeah.
Do you have your cat's microchipped?
Yeah, 4 of the 5. If one gets out,
in fact,
Good
no,
odds.
you have a 5th cat microchip because Mike is microchipped to Mark.
that's
I don't
your
even,
cat. That's your cat. But yeah,
right. I don't even
yeah.
think that we've updated the thing though. So you would get the call if they found
Okay.
Mike. I
My
think.
oldest cat's not microchipped. A live stream ceremony to remember the 23 victims was held this past week, or this week, on the 3rd anniversary of what has become known as the 1/9 debris flow. So pretty crazy timing with this story. And maybe the craziest part was Patches was found less than a quarter mile from where her Montecito home stood. So she must have had a very good home. And my first pets were an extremely obese tabby named Bud and a calico named Patches.
Patches.
So,
Nice.
stuff.
Close to home. Yeah, this cat was on a Rumspringer is what happened. That cat just lived it up for 3 years. And after it was done fucking and eating and
It's
killing,
like, I'll go
it's
back
like,
home. Yeah.
now it's time to take it back home.
All they
Yeah.
did, well, he found somewhere. Patch, is it a he or she? Patches? She found somebody who was feeding her for sure. Outdoor cats, like they develop a routine where they just go from like bowl to bowl of food, and then they
Right.
You know, that's
And that person moved. She knew like where to get the food in that area. But it's crazy because, she was just gone for 3 years.
Yeah.
She was living life.
Yeah, after scratching her way out of her original owner's arms to get out away from the mudslide.
That's
Do you guys like that
not a
style
great
story where I had
situation.
2 horrible things happen where I kept telling you it was good stuff, but yeah.
That's great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right, thank you.
check out the 5 Cats merch in the store, by the way. All right, guys, you ready for the next big?
This just in, Norm died too. Norm just died.
Come on.
You guys ready for the next big wellness craze that's going to change your lives?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I've been looking for that ever since the fatathon ended and I regained the weight immediately.
Yeah,
All right,
I am unwell.
Okay, well here it's good. Here's a picture of all you have to do. Here it is. You got a picture, Bubba, of the.
What do you got to do?
There it is.
You relax?
That's all you got to do. No, what you got to do is you got to sit in a chair and think about all the shit you want to happen and what you want to be, and then it'll happen. It's called manifesting.
Manifesting.
Yeah. It's called manifesting.
How do you do
And,
that? You just
yeah.
sit there and think about it.
Yeah, people are lapping it up like acai because, hey, why the fuck not? Nothing else is working for you. Here's what manifestation is from an article by Madeline Haskin. Quote, it is the idea that you can consciously attract anything you desire into your life, whether it be love, money, or anything else. Manifestation claims to be the perfect method for achieving your goals and creating your dream life. Another concept that's often tied in with this discussion is called the law of attraction, the belief that your thoughts and energy have the power to shape your reality. You guys remember that book, The Secret, right? They made a documentary about it.
I didn't read it because I figured I wasn't in on
Of
the
course.
Secret.
What is
We
it?
don't talk about that.
Yeah.
So it's like, like you think, you send out positive vibes and the universe will bring them back. You send out what you want to the universe and it'll, that's what it is. It's
a religion or a cult.
It's crazy is what it is. There's also a book called Think and Grow Rich that's extremely popular, has been around for decades. I read like 10 pages of it. Here's a quote from the author, Napoleon Hill. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. So wait, here's a
Wes
this
got
is-
all I needed out of that first 10
This
pages.
is just Tony Robbins. What
Yeah,
is
Wes,
this? This is a
Wes,
Tony
I don't need to
Robbins
read the rest of
equivalent.
this book. I
all I
get
needed.
the gist.
I've been thinking real hard. Here's a step-by-step guide from the Huffington Post on how to manifest. Are you guys ready? It's 7 steps. Step 1, get clear on what you want. It's very important that if you want to try and manifest a car, you got to be like this specific about the car. Otherwise, you might just get like a beater with no engine in it, right? So it's very important to think about what your greedy, lazy ass really wants. 2, ask the universe. Very important, again, to be clear when asking the universe, because if you aren't clear, it will try to help you, but the universe guesses as to what you truly desire, and you might fuck it up a little bit.
Wow.
3, and I can't stress this enough as the only one that matters, working towards your goals, because it increases your chance of receiving what you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
So working is part of manifesting.
Working is the
That
only
one
thing
makes
that
sense.
matters.
Yeah,
Yes.
that one makes sense.
Well,
Right.
they should have just said that. That's not what the guy he was just
So
chilling.
couldn't it just be buy a whiteboard, write down your goals, and then just work towards them?
Work towards it. Yeah.
That's right, Mark. It could be.
That's manifestation.
Right. 4, trust the process. Whenever you find yourself doubting, catch yourself and say, I'm getting closer and closer to my goals every day. The universe has my back and it's awesome. 5, acknowledge
Like
what
in
you,
the mirror, you say that out
yeah,
loud?
you say it in the mirror, you say it out loud in your car, wherever. Just
I've been
lie to
manifesting
yourself.
for a decade, and it does not work.
Me too. I know. I think it's because you're putting out the wrong vibes, Mark. Apparently,
Okay.
that's
All
what the deal is. Acknowledge number 5. Acknowledge what you want, what you get when you start to acknowledge and receive signs from the universe. The universe will give you more of what you want. So, like it knows you appreciate it, so it will give you more. 6, keep your vibrations high, meaning doing something that makes you feel good and keeps those vibrations high and sending out to the universe.
Let
And
me guess what 7 is.
7, what?
Pay the person that came up with manifestation.
It's kind of there.
Okay.
7, lastly, clear all the resistance from your life. Resisting meaning doubts, pain, procrastination, frustration, anxiety, fears, regrets, and resentments. All forms of resistance. And when you
Not
figure
buying
out
this book.
yeah, and when you figure out how to do that, please call me and I'll give you every cent I own for that secret. And that is manifestation.
Whoa, not too shabby, not too hard.
Yeah.
Just clear them. Okay.
It's just a way. It's just a very like pragmatic way to live your life.
It's positive vibes. It's being positive.
I believe
Yeah.
in it, kind of. Not
Yeah.
all that list
You
shit.
push out positive energy, you get it returned to you. It's
Right.
like an old proverb. Yeah.
Well, guys, if you want to manifest a healthy relationship in February, I suggest you listen to this little ad read I'm going to do for you, because our sponsor, PaintYourLife.com, has the ultimate gift for your loved ones, your family, your grandparents who you can't see because they're COVIDed, but most importantly, your spouse, your significant other. Paint Your Life, what they do, guys, is they'll give you a hand-painted custom portrait. You just send them in your picture. You can work with the artist to choose what kind of painting it could be. It could be a watercolor. It could be an oil painting. You choose the size, and bam, they paint that shit. And they don't stop until you're happy with it. I mean, I really can't describe how sick a painting is. It's just the ultimate display of wealth and power.
There's
That's
nothing
incredible. I got to be honest
nice.
with you. In terms of gift giving, my limitations were gift card, and then you got to tell me directly exactly what you need. And then Paint Your Life came in my life, and it's just like, whoop.
You give somebody
Exponentially
something
better.
on a canvas, and
Yeah.
your stock just goes through the roof.
It's fucking nuts.
You're in
guys.
their
So
will.
listen to me now. It takes about 3 weeks to get your painting done, so you have time. Get in on this shit for Valentine's Day. It will make you a hero. It will make you an absolute hero. PaintYourLife.com. You get to choose the artist, send in the picture. Bam, it's done. Guys, and if you want, you can text you can text Factor to 64,000, and you will get 20% off your first order and free shipping, which is fucking insane. Because shipping of a
Amazing.
painting is like,
Yeah,
it's like $1 million.
Should
It's-
be over $200 probably.
you can't even resell a painting because the shipping is so expensive. That's how good of a deal that is.
Right.
So if you
You
guys wanna do
literally,
get your phone out, text Factor to 64,000, and you're set up. Guys, Paint Your Life, celebrate the moments that matter most. Terms apply, available at paintyourlife.com/terms. Again, that's Factor to 64,000.
Text it.
The
64.
Smithsonian demands people drive in with like those big army jeeps because they refuse to pay the shipping on paintings.
It's
Exactly.
insane.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane, guys. All right, guys, making a decision in the ice cream aisle can be tough. You have your name brand mainstays like Breyers and Ben & Jerry's, which are really expensive.
You guys,
And then
vanilla or vanilla bean guys?
Vanilla bean.
Ooh, good
Bean,
question.
Bean, baby.
Yeah,
Bean.
well, bean like if you're in a pinch, like once, but not consistently. If you had to eat,
What?
If
Not
you had to eat it
consistent?
7 days in a row, vanilla.
Bean.
Okay.
You're
Well,
smooth vanilla. Mark's smooth vanilla. All right.
I'm a bean guy, but you got to admit that the name brands are expensive. And when you have a whole host of other brands you've never heard of, you find yourself looking at the ice cream shelf saying, it's all the same in the bowl, right? Well, if your inner cheap bastard got the best of you lately and you decided to go with the Weis Market store brand ice cream to save a few buckaroons, you may have gotten more than ice cream. And of course, I'm talking about shavings of metal. Metal shavings in your ice cream.
Oh.
The FDA has recalled 11,317 Weis Market ice cream containers for being contaminated with extraneous material, specifically metal filling equipment parts. The majority of the recalls came from the Slice Markets cookies and shards flavor. I'm sorry, the Weis Markets cookies and cream flavor. Not good. Yeah. This is not a good look. Take it to the internet, guys. At Danny Kasarin says, take it to the internet. At Leland E. McKnight tweeted, "What about people who already ate it? How does that work?"
Yeah,
Good
sorry,
question.
Leland.
Very good question.
Yeah, and at Danny
What'll I do?
Kasarin says calcium and iron. That was a bit of a dad joke, but yeah, Leland McKnight might need to go see the doctor.
That's bullshit. Because in most of these food factories, one of the main parts of like quality control is like a metal detector for what's in the food product that
Oh,
stops
Wes,
things.
no, metal
Wes.
detecting. Yeah.
What happens
What?
here is this.
Wes, what the hell are you
Someone-
talking about?
It's
Wes,
true. Have you ever seen like a food factory thing? The quality
No.
control is like one thing. It's like, is there any metal in this
They
shit?
detect for metal?
Yeah, they
Wes
do.
needs to you need to get in on that job. You need to see how it's done and
telling you, it's
improve their method.
What happened was some guy dropped his fucking instrument into a vat of ice cream and then figured, all right, I got a 50-50 shot of this. No one ever finds out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was just like, or the
Definitely
instrument-
overlooked it.
The instrument just like consistently
piece
kept
broke
chipping
in.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're in Texas, by the way, HEB's Creamy Creations, fantastic ice cream.
Oh,
Good,
really?
Good tip for those people.
I'll
in
check them
Texas.
out.
All
Lots
right.
of them.
Okay. Pat, how is the microdosing on mushrooms going for you?
It's fantastic.
Okay.
It's fantastic. Usually every 3 days, and the next day I feel really alert and awake.
Really?
That's great. Nice. Let me cop some of that before you go to New York. When you come over to set up my new setup, I need some help here with my setup.
Mark's
So before you-
studio's about to get hooked up by,
before you
by
go
the
to New York,
beeve on his way
set-
out.
Set up my lighting, please, and give me some mushrooms. Have you ever thought of injecting the magic
Sounds
mushrooms?
like a fun day for you
No
guys.
shit. Have you ever thought of injecting the magic mushroom straight into your bloodstream, Pat?
Absolutely not. I'm not a needles guy. I don't fuck with them.
Really get that fast acting, synactin? No, well, good. And don't do that. Do not inject mushrooms, anyone listening, because that is exactly what 30-year-old man with bipolar disorder, not sure why they had to make that fact abundantly clear in the article, but they did. That even was the main first bullet point in the summary section. But that's exactly what anonymous 30-year-old bipolar freak did when he ended up with organ failure when he did it. So,
They're saying that because they're using psilocybin to treat bipolar disorder.
I
He's
know,
trying to
I know,
self-treat, and
I
it's
know.
like
They're
way
trying to
too
say that he's
much.
not just some hippie freak who was going to go watch a Fish concert. He was trying to.
He's
treat
like,
it.
it's medicine,
but
but I'm
doesn't-
doing it.
But does it matter? You shouldn't inject it no matter what. But yes, you're right. The reason is because they said the man in this case study was trying to treat his depression, and there have been several studies saying psilocybin, the psychoactive, the psychoactive ingredient found in magic mushrooms, can help with depression. But this guy didn't take a pill or eat shrooms like eat them like you're supposed to. He boiled the mushrooms in water, filtered the liquid through a cotton swab, and then injected the substance straight into his bloodstream.
Yeah.
Probably a bad idea.
Yeah.
Well, it's terrible.
It is,
Yeah.
because pretty soon after he became overly tired. Then he started vomiting blood
Oh.
and developed jaundice, diarrhea, nausea, and his family found him almost dead and took him to the hospital where he remained for 22 days. When the doctors met the man, he couldn't speak coherently at all. And after tests, they found he had a major liver injury. His kidneys weren't functioning properly, and he started to go into organ failure. And even crazier, the doctors found that mushrooms were growing in the man's bloodstream.
Holy shit.
That's the worst trip ever.
Like
You
the
gotta keep in
spores
mind,
were in there.
Yeah.
he was tripping while that jaundice, diarrhea, organ failure. was
Well,
happening.
because
Yep.
what he did was he mainlined it's a poison, kind of like a light poison, but your body can take it if you're just chomping on
Not
the
a
shrooms or
bitch.
drinking some tea. Yeah, or that. But yeah, he went a little too far there with the
Yeah,
injection.
he also was probably like, it feels like mushrooms are growing inside me. And he was right. Eventually, constant treatment, including a ventilator, 2 antibiotics, and 1 antifungal treatment got him out of the hospital, sent him home. He has to take
They
the
just
anti.
sprayed him down with tough actin tenactin.
Yeah,
They cut off his
Seriously.
hands.
he has to take the antifungal treatment indefinitely now because he has basically turned himself into a human mushroom.
he
at this
turned
point.
into one of the Mucinex germs.
Yes, he turned himself into a mushroom. Public, can we get a picture of this guy? We found one. There he is. It's Toad from Mario. No, he's gonna be fine, but don't inject mushrooms, and that's gonna do it for Hard Factor. Thank
Now
you so
he's
much
got
for
More
listening.
reason to be depressed.
Yeah,
Yeah, everybody
That's a
knows
tough
he's the
story.
mushroom injection guy now.
it's a tough story to tell people. Yeah, I had a bunch of mushrooms growing inside me.
How'd you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, I mainlined him.
Do you think he's gonna continue to do mushrooms when he gets better, or do you know?
Hopefully
no.
not through a needle.
Anything suggested, he'll do. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he might be right back where he started. That's going to do it for Hard Factor. Thank you so much for listening. We can't do the show without you guys. Remember, 5-star reviews, auto download the show. Go to Apple Podcast and settings and auto download all of our shows. That's very, very helpful. If you're feeling generous and you want to join a cool community and talk with us 24 hours a day, join the Patreon and get on the Discord chat. But really, what we really, really want you guys to do is have a great fun.